Hi, everyone, and welcome to Core Opulence. This is episode 1, and in this episode, I just want to do a candid talk about goal setting. And recently, I've just been reflecting on my life, trying to figure out how to stay motivated and what keeps me motivated. And through the course or the pursuit of trying to find this motivation, I found something very powerful. Now, I don't remember exactly who said this, but it was a gentleman talking about the Western ideals of motivation and how we constantly try to find success and work really hard towards achieving these goals, and these goals define who we are, rather than simply just living in the moment and appreciating and honoring the people that we are. He was talking about how we really need to value simply just breathing or existing, because living in this body is hard enough. Having this human experience is hard enough and should be valued and appreciated. And even though it seems like a pretty simple and basic concept, I found it to be pretty profound. And it allowed me to step back and realize, you know what? It's okay that I don't set a goal for today. It's okay that I don't set a goal for this week. If I just need to be alone, do my little hermit thing, I'm going to do it. And honestly, it was the best thing I could have done for myself, because I came out feeling more refreshed than ever. And I had a huge spurt of inspiration last night. And this is what's provoked me to actually record this podcast, because for quite some time I was very reluctant to do it for, personal reasons. But I also was thinking about this idea of resistance too. And I heard somebody else talking about resistance and saying, if you experience resistance in your life, typically that's because whatever you're resisting is what you need the most. And it's so difficult to change thought patterns, change behaviors, think that you don't have enough time throughout the day. And I've just been going through a lot of self-reflection, and this hasn't been going on the past week. It's been going on for probably a solid 6 or 7 months. I've been self-reflecting and making baby steps throughout the way. And I told myself by July, I need to have a plan. And of course, it's creeping close to July, and I think I'm starting to solidify exactly what I want to do, and that is to continue sharing my relaxation soundscapes and to focus on maybe doing a podcast series, which I'm working on right now. And yes, today is about goal setting. So ironically, last night while I was lost in thought, rather than allowing myself to just think myself to sleep, I decided, you know what, I'm going to write down my thoughts. And by putting it on a piece of paper, it allows my brain to be free, to rid myself of, even though they're exciting thoughts, just to rid myself of these high energy things so I could find some sense of peace and relaxation. And it got me thinking, how often do we really sit down with ourselves and kind of reflect on our life and see what's serving me, what's no longer serving me, and kind of taking those steps towards a healthier and happier self? It's so annoying, because I get so caught up in helping others, or I get so caught up in my own anxiety and mental health, that sometimes I forget that these basic and easy tools that are available to me exist. But quite frankly, you don't even need that to do goal setting or kind of getting things out of your head. You can do voice clips, you can make a podcast like this, you can even take notes on your cell phone, your laptop, whatever. And so I would say that this all accumulates to this idea of a goal setting. I have these ideas in my head of what I want to do, who I want to be, where I want to go. And so even though I like to sit or lay right before bed and think about these things, I think it's impactful to also take the time to write it down, prioritize, and plan accordingly. Because I noticed that if I start overthinking, I start to get overwhelmed, and then I don't want to do anything at all. The minute I start breaking things down step by step, it seems a lot more manageable. And now this applies to anything. It applies to juggling work tasks or writing an essay. It's not just goal setting. I feel like this is healthy ways of problem solving and tackling issues and really getting from point A to point B as efficiently and effectively as possible. So if you're interested in learning about my technique for goal setting, feel free to visit my website, www.coreopulencemusic.com. On my latest blog, I have a goal sheet that is a free PDF download. You can download it on there, and just kind of instructions, basic instructions on how to fill it out. You don't have to follow my advice or anything like that. Find whatever works for you. But I would say that I definitely like working with templates the most just because it's thought provoking. It helps guide me and helps keep me focused. It's the same thing with meditation for me as well. I prefer meditating through guided meditations because it helps me keep track of my thoughts rather than letting my thoughts control my meditation, if that makes sense. So, best of luck to you in your goal setting. And this podcast resonates with you in any way, shape, or form, feel free to follow me on social media. You can find me on Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all under Core Opulence. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.